in spite of the fact that after seeing a particular act from America's Got Talent last night, I actually was able to get a decent night's worth of sleep. Don't worry, I'm not going to try and recreate it here. I don't know how. I'm not going to. All you need to know is, well, I'll explain in a moment. Good morning and happy hump day, everyone. So, yes, we got another new episode of America's Got Talent to discuss this morning, and it kicked things off with a little 12-year-old girl from Australia who's saying, okay, I hear this song on the radio all the time, just from here, here and there. And for the life of me, I cannot, maybe I am getting old and maybe I'm just not understanding the music at all, but I had no idea the name of the song was Dance Monkey. I had no idea. It sounds catchy, but I could never make out the lyrics. So Simon asked, that song is called Dance Monkey. I'm like, oh no, it was a Howie who asked that. I'm like, that's the name of the song? Okay, sure. Alright. Moving on, let's get to, another comedian. His name was, Taya Barnet. He, was like a 40-year-old dad or stuff like that. So, yeah, he was really funny. His jokes were very much on the clean side. I guess when you become a parent, you gotta think about, okay, you want to make, actually, in a way, it's like when I make my videos, I talk about things in a way that technically everyone can watch. And, if I have to go a little bit on the dirty side, if I have to curse, at least I always warn people. And, that's essentially the vibe I got from this Taya Barnet guy, so that's really cool. Let's see. There was, this one singer from, I think she was from, I forget what state she was from, but, Shakira McGrath, who basically, it's a story we've all heard before, but it's still inspiring nonetheless. It's, she was told all her life that, she couldn't sing because she didn't look good enough. She couldn't sing well enough. All that stuff. Well, she proved everyone wrong last night. And that's all that matters in the end. So, we had, not one, but, two dance groups last night. The first one was the X-Men. Extreme Dance. But they called themselves the X-Men because I saw it was on the shirts. Let's just say, I think it was Howie who said that they were a little bit off, and I was thinking, I didn't really notice that. But then again, I am not a dancer by any capacity, nor would I know what to look for. Excuse me, in terms of what constitutes as, a dance group being, off, if you will. But I thought it was a really great performance. So there was that. That also reminds me. Heidi Klum was sick last night, so Sofia Vergara pulled some strings, and so the fourth judge was Eric Stonestreet, also from Modern Family. So, yeah, honestly, I had never really seen what he looks like before. In fact, I only knew about him because he was in, that Secret Life of Pets movie, which I never really watched. Just the trailers were on everywhere because Illumination Entertainment advertises the heck out of everything. So, yeah, I wanted to point that out because you're going to notice something right away by the time we get to the end of talking about this. Okay, so the other dance group was what I call the Owie group because they're called the Bone Breakers. Please don't show that again, please. Please. I want to be able to, like, oh man. I mean, I couldn't look away. It's the thing where, it's like watching Dr. Pimple Popper, I can't look away. It's just so cool. But it's so, I mean, I get why it's freaky. Although it wasn't as freaky as, Chef Boy Bones with, his rapping. Or, he didn't make it wasn't jaw dropping, it was eye popping. Seriously, he could do that thing like his eyes go out of his, I'm not going to try and do it because actually, I don't think I can even pull it off in this light either. But, yeah. Seriously, the eye-popping stuff he was doing was stuff you see, on the internet. What the heck is going on? Seriously, it frightened Sofia Vergara. Which was kind of funny. But still, man, how do you respond? How do you make that, I don't know. It was really freaky. Let's move on to, a couple more acts that, are really fun. Louis Chevrolet, who danced, Don't Stop Me Now from Freddie Mercury, wants to be the best dancer in the world, and he was pretty darn good. I mean, he could only move on with 3 yeses because I'm pretty sure it was, Howie who didn't think it was impressive, but I thought it was really good. I thought it was very graceful, but again, I am not, a dancer by any stretch or the imagination or capacity. I mean, I have several friends who specialize in that sort of thing, and I actually have an old college teacher who taught Introduction to Dance. Yeah, that was nice. No kidding. But this is a side tangent. Introductory to Dance was the final class I took in college. Yeah, actually a lot of neat stuff. I learned about the bunny hug. I learned the twist. Seriously, I learned a whole bunch of stuff. And only one rule: no yeehaws for square dancing and country later. It was fun though. It was a really fun class. Good memories. Anyway, before I continue, there's one act two acts I got to mention because they were both no's, but they were memorable. Simon Cowell's biggest fan, who really wasn't that. It was from Romania, I think, and his act really wasn't very good. And then the most impressive act, hands down, was the 73-year-old bodybuilding woman, Josefina Monastario. Yeah. Age is only a number. Because she was ripped. But she couldn't move on because all she did was show off her awesomely toned, muscular body. She didn't really do anything. Although she did get to do a lot of poses with Terry Crews. That was awesome. That should have been 4 yeses, but, it is what it is. Let's see. This one magician named Winston, he was consumed by, cards. Seriously, cards just, appear off his hand out of nowhere and then, just fall off there. That was all crazy. That was a really great performance. And, let's be honest, it's going to be a very long time before someone gets to the awesomeness that was Shin Lim. And this guy has potential. I'll give him that. And now we get into the final act of the night. Believe it or not, the final act was a relative of one of the greatest acts of America's Got Talent ever from Deadly Games. The brother of one of the guy from Deadly Games is who it was. It was an acrobatic performance, an aerial acrobatic performance. But this is a very good performance because, like Shakir, who I mentioned earlier, a lot of people thought that, because he traveled in a circus, believe that he should be a clown because he was a little person. He's a little person. But he has a wife, 2 beautiful children. He got to perform America's Got Talent. His brother, who was in Deadly Games, I mentioned, he was in the audience watching. And, man, did he fly. And I mean that in the best possible way. He flew. He flew on the stage and into our hearts. Quite honestly, it was... Seriously, I was almost weeping. That's how good it was. So, yeah, I think, I think he's going to be one of the top contenders to beat, which is actually really surprising because you'll notice I haven't mentioned the golden buzzer. There wasn't a golden buzzer last night. Not at all. Not one golden buzzer happened. Strange, isn't it? I mean, I don't really know. Then again, they still haven't showed that Ed Clute guy that I mentioned yesterday, so maybe they're waiting until next week. Although that reminds me, next week is when the auditions were changed because of the quarantining, social distancing, all that. No audience is going to be in the background or anything. So next week is going to be quite the show. I mean, it's hard to believe that, you forget that this whole thing started before the quarantining, social distancing thing happened. But now it's really going to start to take effect because lots of people like to pre-record their stuff for things like this. It's really going to show just how much things really are different, how much things have changed. I mean, it should still be, fun and entertaining to watch. So I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen next. I really think it's going to be. The only thing that's going to be different is the fact there's no audience to watch them in the background. That's really the only thing. Other than that, the 4 judges are going to be there. Terry Crews is still going to be there. The acts are still going to perform amazing feats. Honestly, I wonder if the fact that the audience isn't going to be there is going to throw people off. That would be a lot to think. There's a lot to think about going into next week as, we get to the next episode of America's Got Talent, that is. But I think it's going to be a good show. I think so. Yeah. And, so that's really about it. And, okay, I promised myself I wouldn't talk about this because I've been talking about it a lot lately. I mean, a lot, but this does warrant messaging because, I thought it was really impressive. Yesterday was Peas Macaron's second day they were open. And 2 hours after they opened, they once again ran out of their namesake product. They ran out of macarons. They still had frozen coffee. They still had baked goods from B Sweets. But the macarons, all gone. This time in 2 hours. So, I would say lightning is struck twice. But one, it's only the second day, so it can only happen twice at this point. And 2, call it a hunch, but I'm pretty sure Peas Macarons running out of their namesake item is going to be a fairly common occurrence going forward. Whatever. It just means that they're all the more successful. Although the owner said she was going to make a double batch of all her flavors, so maybe this one will last a little bit longer. Who knows? But, yeah. Once again, congratulations to Peas Macarons on a successful second day of business. And here's to many more. Okay. Other than that, just enjoying Hump Day. Oh, right, before I forget, yesterday, Hot Ones revealed who the next guest is going to be. It's going to be Tom Segura, who did have an episode of Hot Ones before. In fact, not only did he have an episode of Hot Ones, but he participated in a Truth or Dab with Bert Kreischer. But I think because Bert Kreischer did sort of like a live stream, like Zoom type chat thing for his last Hot Ones episode with Sean, I think it's going to be the same with Tom Segura. So yeah, can't wait for that. And so yeah, waiting Hot Ones to come next, and man, it's gonna be great to watch it again. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms. Turn on the notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.